Hi crafty friends, it's Janet and welcome back to my channel. For everybody who's coming back just because they're following what I'm doing, I so appreciate you being here, and thank you so much for stopping by and seeing what I've been up to. If you're new here, welcome also. I hope you'll like what you see. If you do, I really encourage you to subscribe by hitting that red subscribe button. And for all of my viewers, you might want to check the little bell next to the subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. If that's lit up, then you'll get notifications of my videos when they come out. But if not, you're not getting those. And so then you kind of have to remember to come back, or you stumble across it, or you happen to remember it. So hitting that bell and making that active will really help you keep up with what's going on. So I hope everything's going well for you guys. It's been quite a week. We've had a lot of good news, bad news in the news, but mostly bad news it seems, culminating with the 20th anniversary of 9/11. It's just been a really hard week for me personally. It's just so much suffering in the world. It's really hard, but I find solace in crafting, and it helps me keep my sanity and keep me centered, and I suspect that it might be the same for you guys, a lot of you anyway. So I'm starting a new thing because I make a lot of things during the week, but I don't show very much of it because I have design team projects that I'm publishing, and then you know, I make a lot of things just for the fun of it. I don't record it. I don't necessarily put it on Instagram or anything like that. And I thought, well, how about I do a little video of what I've made for the past week? And I will be completely upfront here. I stole this idea from Jill Norwood of Greenwood Girls Cards. I think that's correct. And I will put a link to her channel because she has a series called Saturday Morning Makes. Brilliant idea where she does the same thing. She just shows what she's been working on, and you know, takes comments, and also she invites people to hashtag the things that they've been making over the week with her hashtags so that she can go and look at it and comment on everybody's makes. And I think it's just awesome. It's a great way to share with all of us what you're doing. So I'm going to do the same thing basically, except mine's going to be on Sunday. And again, I want to say I'm not trying to compete with Jill. I could never compete with her. She is phenomenal. Nobody is better than Jill in terms of the things that she makes. But it's harder for me to participate with her Saturday morning makes because my design team posts go live Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings. So if I do it on Saturday, I can't show you my Sunday post, even though I've made it that week. So by going on Sunday and publishing around 10, I figure I can show you what I've done for the previous week. So I'm going to give it a try. I hope that you guys will play along. I'm going to try to go and comment on anything that you've tagged, and this is the tag you'll want to make, whether you're using Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. If you put pound sun, S-U-N, craft, C-R-A-F-T, talk in the comment section, then I can look for it and comment on what you've made. And also I hope I'll be able to share some of the things that people have made if I can take like screenshots or something like that of the things that I really thought were cool. But at very least I'll mention the things that I thought were really neat. We'll see how it goes. If I can get enough following on this, I'll even do some lives. I would love to do some live events, but right now if I had a live, I'd probably get 2 people watching. So not to knock those 2 people, but it just, I think it would be more fun if we had a few more. So if this catches on, we'll do some of that as well. So I need to move on because I'm taking up a lot of time introducing that. But if you are not sure about this, just read my video description. I'll have the pound Suncraft talk that you can put in and explain a little bit more on that. And also you'll find links to various things like Jill Norwood's channel, because I've totally copied some of her ideas in today's work. And I'll show you that in a second. But first, let's get to the design teamwork that I've done this week. First of all is art impressions. I made this card. It's a 5x7 card, and it says I go local for hot cocoa, and then at the bottom, make mine simply rich with marshmallows, heavy whip, and stretch pants. Yes, please. I think the sentiments on this, and of course the image, is just adorable. There's lots of fun ones. We go together like hot chocolate and candy canes on Christmas. Nothing like a baby sweater to hide the marshmallow fluff. I love that one too. This step set was called Huggin' a Mug. It was a Stamp-Timber release, so it's a collab between Simon Says Stamp and Art Impressions. It went live on Monday and it's already sold out. It's sold out sometime Thursday, I think. So you can't get this one, unfortunately, if you didn't pick it up before. But yeah, that's the card that I made. You might be able to find them, you know, Etsy. Keep an eye out if you really like this one. It could be on eBay. There's probably people who bought some just to resell them. You never know. I haven't looked to see, actually. And then today's design team post is for Eyelet Outlet. And Eyelet Outlet makes decorative brads, bling, paper flowers. I'm forgetting something, I'm sure. Decorative brads, bling, flowers, and washi tape, of course. Who could forget the washi tape? They have more washi tape than anybody, I swear. But anyway, I have a lot of fun designing for them. And I used a very old Inky Antics stamp for the frog and his cauldron. And it had published 2011 on it, so it is quite old at this point. But it is so cute, and so I thought it was a fun idea of having the frog taking a bath in the cauldron, in the witch's cauldron. And so I used the decorative brads from the Eyelet outlet store of the frog, the soap bottle, the faucet, and the mini spider. And then I used some bling. There's this long, I think they call it long fancy pearl and jewel bling. And it comes in different colors, but obviously the purple worked really good for this one. And then I used swirl bling to create that background of bubbles and trouble, if you will. But I think it's really fun and cute. It's not scary. This would be a fun one to give to a child, I think, or just a friend. The oval dies on here, nothing special. If you have some oval dies, you could use anything if you were trying to recreate something like this. But I will point out the My Favorite Things die set that creates this frame, which I think is kind of fun to use. There's graduating shapes in here. There's 4 different sizes. This one again is My Favorite Things. It's called Stitch Rectangle Scallop Frame. Wow, that's a pretty creative name there. But anyway, this one is a lot of fun to use, and I've been trying to remember to use it a little more often because I really do like that framing effect. So those were the main design team projects I made this week. Now I've got some other fun ones. Now I mentioned that I was going to be showing you things that Jill Norwood makes, and these are it. So I have been wanting to make some gingerbread tags, and I know Jill is the famous gingerbread tag maker. So I went over there, and boy did I learn a lot of fun stuff. So I went to work, and I thought, you know, I'm just kind of recreating what she made to start with. I think it's good to follow somebody else at first, and then once you've made a few things, then you can expand on that and make things your own by changing up the style a little bit, or maybe adding different things to your projects. But I feel like I took a master's class in gingerbread tag making from her, and I thank her very much because I loved it. So let's start with that gingerbread. Are these not adorable? Let's look at them. So there's a little round face. Isn't it cute? And then I made some bigger tags. This is a boy, and here's the girl. Again, very cute. I totally copied the tag hanger system she used. She uses bows or cabochons, and then she has these little tags that she turned me onto. This is a printable that you can buy from a company called Lily of the Valley. They have a tag sheet like this with all these little icons. So there's I don't know, there's at least 10, I think, of different icons. So Christmas tree, there's bells, there's holly, there's the gingerbread, there's candy canes, I think. It goes on and on, but they're so cute hanging on your ornaments. And a little bell here just to add a little jingle. And then this was the real like eye-opener. See this button hanger system? I just think that is brilliant. I have a ton of buttons. What a great way to use them. It makes it more substantial and special. And you just put your twine through the buttonholes and then use hot glue to attach it to the back of your ornament or tag. And it's awesome, isn't it? I really love it. Now, the one thing that is different about my tags is that I didn't use any dies. Well, I can't say that. I did use one die. In this case, I used the scallop circle die that I had in my stash, but everything else was cut on my Cricut machine. So I made the gingerbread, the peppermint, the sucker, her bow on her hair, the bow at her neck, and the poinsettia, as well as the buttons. So these are very simple shapes. So rather than going out and buying gingerbread specific dies, I thought let's just use my Cricut machine because there's so many different choices in Cricut Access for the gingerbreads, different styles, different everything. So I went for the traditional look, and then I found other things like these suckers and candies, and then made them small enough to fit proportionately with my gingerbread size. And I love it. I love it. So I think I showed you this, but this is the boy, and this is the candy cane I made from my Cricut machine. This is a Christmas cabochon from my stash. This is a poinsettia flower, paper flower already made from my stash. So that's those. I'm going to make more of these and change it up even more, but this was a good first start. Then I made a ton of these circle ones. I don't know how many total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe more. 8. Yeah, here's the 8th one. So the doilies in the background here are all cut with my Cricut machine as well, using Cricut Access files. So if you have Cricut Access and a Cricut machine, you can make these without having to buy any special dies for them. And didn't they turn out fantastic? I love them. I learned how to use distress ink to make the gingerbread look more like cooked or baked gingerbreads. And then she spent a little time talking about the faces. Now the faces are from a stamp company called Peachy. I'll leave a few of these sitting out so you can see what they look like. I have some Peachy stamps, and even before I went to Jill's channel, I knew that I was going to use Peachy for the faces because I can't draw for nothing. And I knew that I had these. I've had them for years and hardly used them. So I was excited to bring these out, but aren't they the cutest little faces? So I have a set here called Everyday Character Face Assortment. And I use this biggest one. It's 1 inch and 3/8 size for these rounds. The round is 2 1/4 inches. And then on the smaller gingerbreads from here, I used one of these stamps. I'm honestly not sure. I think maybe this size in the middle, or close to the largest, I guess, really. But I love that they have different expressions. From surprise to anger to shock to happiness, and you can make anything you really want with your characters. The other set that I have is Simple Sally's Face Assortment. This has got a bigger printout so you can see the different styles of faces. I didn't use any of these though. I actually just used the faces from this set for now. And then, then the last one I have is critter faces. And I haven't used this much either, but they're so cute. You have the chickens, ducks, geese. I think this would be like a turtle probably. There's a bear, a beaver perhaps, cow. Lots of fun stuff. And they have half faces too. So if it's not a full face if the face isn't facing you and you just see the side of the animal, you've got the half faces, which I think is brilliant too. Anyway, while I was on Jill's channel, she was showing some new stamp sets that she collaborated with the owner of Peachy Keen Stamps with, and one is called Jill's Favorites, and it's got all different sizes in it and all of her favorite faces. So of course I had to pick that up. Then she also showed another kind of Jill's Favorites version of it. They're the big faces. They're even bigger than these. And she showed these same style but made with a 4-inch circle instead of 2 1/4-inch circle. So they get really big. Very cute. I picked that up as well. And then finally she talked about a set specifically in memory of Sherry Wolf. It's called like Sherry's Gingerbreads or something like that. It's a set that they had in the past but had been retired. And Sherry really loved gingerbread. She really loved this set. She'd even done a video on it in the month of January, I think maybe this year. But unfortunately, Sherry passed away a few weeks ago, sadly, and they did this set in memory of her, and half the proceeds from the sales were going to Sherry's family. So I knew Sherry. Sherry helped me out lots of times when I had questions when I started my YouTube channel. She was always very generous, very giving. I mean, she'd give you the shirt off of her back, I'm quite sure, if you asked her for it. So I obviously purchased that in order to help support the family, and it's a very cute set. Unfortunately, that set is now retired again as of Saturday night, the night before this video, so you can't pick it up right now. Maybe it'll come back if the demand's big enough. You know, they might do another special run for it. We'll just have to see. Finally, from Jill's channel, she showed these trees on one of her episodes, and I really loved them. So I basically copied the same thing again. These tree patterns are from Cricut Access. This is the same tree as this one. It's just that on this version I shrunk it so it wouldn't be quite as wide, and this way I could get more trees on a single sheet of paper. This was very inefficient. I love the size and everything, but I could only get 2 of these on an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and I could get 4 of these on that. So I just couldn't waste this pretty paper that way. So I went to the smaller size, and I like it. It's very cute. For all of these, I did spray them with some glitter spray paint, basically. Jill showed it, but I already had that in my stash. And when you spray it, it does kind of coat it nicely and makes it seem more substantial. So I like that tip that she gave too. So those are that. I also made some Christmas gift sets, Christmas card gift sets. So here are 3 bags I made. Now these are made with a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and then I used washi tape to decorate them on the handle and on the front, and then some old stickers that I had here, some enamel dots for the button, and they open with a Velcro dot, and inside I have 5 cards and 5 envelopes. And I just simply decorated these cards. I haven't added any sentiments. I may do so. I haven't decided. But anyway, aren't these cute? And inside I put a liner in every one of them and a washi tape border. So there's the red glitter border. This one has a blue glitter border. And what color do we have here? Nope, that's red. There's a third one, if I can find it. Oh yeah, here. There's a red and green and gold foil border in those. So these were really quick and easy to make up. I've made these bags before, and I can make one up in about 15 minutes or so. Very inexpensive, obviously, with only the one 12 by 12 piece of paper. And then these little decorations that I put on the cards actually came from a tag set. I got this at, I think it's 20 below, right? It's not 40 below, the store. Whatever, 20 or 40 below. They had these gift tags a couple years ago, and I thought, man, these would be so cute as ephemera. And it took me this long to use them, but I've started to use them. I got 2 packages. This one is, I've had a few things removed, but I almost completely used one of the other ones that I had. So I'm going to keep going with that and use those up. But yeah, they're just adorable. And I love that they have, like, this is foil, this is glitter, glitter, again, glitter. They're just so cute. So I'm going to make more of these and again give them away. I probably will give one of these with 5 cards and a few of my gingerbread ornaments with as kind of a pre-Christmas gift to some of my friends and family. So, wow, this has been quite a video. It's getting close to 25 minutes. I do apologize. I hope you've enjoyed seeing my stuff, but I will try to make these much shorter in the future. Try to keep them around 15 minutes or less. But again, don't forget to tag your own makes with #suncrafttalk, and that will allow me to find what you're making and comment and see what you're up to. I would really enjoy that, and I hope you will participate. So that's it for me today. Take care, and take care of your family and friends. Be kind to each other, please. Please be kind, because there's so much awfulness in the world right now. If we can make someone's day a little easier by just being kind and patient, I really encourage you to do it. And I try very hard myself too, even sometimes when I don't want to. But it's so much better when we do try to be kind and patient with each other. So take care, everybody. I'll be back next week, and I look forward to seeing if you put anything out there with the #suncrafttalk tag for me to go visit you. Bye now.